Episode 48. Bystander. 2 months after the coronation, Historia gathers her classmates to help her on building orphanages and homes for underground orphans and victims of the Titan attacks. The people see her as a goddess and savior, but Armin and Jean complain about having to do her menial tasks. Historia checks on Eren's training to plug up the walls and asks him what he'll do should Reiner and Berthold appear once more. He says flatly that he'll have to kill them. Historia thinks about what they're going to do after all this boils over. The military's numbers plummets after the changing of the regime as they had to conduct a thorough purge. Alongside that came the discovery of the precious glowing ores underground. Using Eren's hardening ability, Hangi was able to develop a new type of anti-titan trap where humans wouldn't have to be put in danger. The experiments put a significant toll on Eren's health, but he finds it all worth the sacrifice. Marlowe joins the scouts and celebrates that they now have a fighting chance against the enemy. Furthermore, the scouts gained recruits from members of other regiments. Some of their classmates from the 104th Cadet Squad wonder why Jean and the rest of their group have significantly changed from their previous demeanor. Connie heads back to his town early to check on his mother, and the others wonder if there's still hope to restore her as a human. It dawns on Eren that they still don't know who exactly their enemies are, but Mikasa stops him and tells him to finish his food first. Jean notes that Eren has been mumbling incoherently lately, and reminds him of the familiar soldier he saw in his latent memories. He realizes that it was the Commandant Keith Sades himself. Eren and the rest meet with Sades the next morning. It has only been months since they graduated, but Sades can't hardly recognize them anymore. Sades explains how he met Grisha 20 years ago in front of Shiganshina. Grisha's memories had been lost, except for his full name. Grisha decides to be a doctor inside the walls and wants to learn everything about their society with Sades. Grisha notes that there's relative peace inside the walls, but Sades argues that it isn't enough. As a scout who yearns for freedom outside, Grisha calls Sades a chosen one. One day, a serious plague hits the district, which Dr. Jaeger prevented by himself. Sades was also promoted as commander during that time, and he watched Grisha marry a barkeep named Carla. Sades' operations outside were wrought with failure, and Carla asks him if he should keep on doing this. He argues that they can only accomplish greatness by doing this, and that she shouldn't meddle in his affairs. After that incident, Sades found he wasn't special at all, and decided to hand the title of commander to Erwin. When the Titans attacked Shiganshina years ago, Sades met Grisha in the ensuing panic. Eren tells his father that Carla was eaten, causing sorrow for both Sades and Grisha. Grisha entrusts Eren to avenge Carla as they go to the woods, but Sades questions if the boy could really do anything. Grisha tells him to stay out of it. That night, Sades saw lightning in the distance and found Eren alone in the woods. Sades was the one who took him back to Armin and Mikasa at the shelter. Hanks criticizes Sades for stepping down when everyone needed him, but Eren shares the same feeling of not being special as the Commandant. All he knew is that his father is special. Back then, Carla told Sades that he doesn't have to be special to be alive. Like little Eren being alive already makes him special. It turns out that it was Sades who sabotaged Eren's ODM gear during training, but found that he couldn't go through after seeing the boy's determination. Episode 49. Night of the battle to retake the wall. As Levi receives the Titan serum, one more thing has been added to help shape the fate of humanity. However, studying or replicating it seems to be futile, as it evaporates when exposed to air and is sourced from a creature's bodily fluids. Its creation seems too advanced for them right now. The military leadership ponders on who should take care of it and lands on Levi. Erwin entrusts him to make the decision on when and to whom it should be used on. Erwin learns from Hange that Grisha was supposedly from outside the walls, like Reiner and the others. Unlike the soldiers, Grisha seems to be tolerant and even fond of life inside the walls. He sought out the royal family out by his own accord, and revealed to Eren in his dying moments to find the secrets in their basement. After the wiping of memories from the Rice family, this seems to be their only lead. Erwin is eager to move, so he prepares his men to plan for the upcoming operation in 2 days to find the basement. Levi comments that this plan seems quite hasty and warns the commander that he might not survive long if he joins the operation after losing his other arm. He urges him to let Hang lead instead, but Erwin's memories of his father and his curiosity can't stop him from joining. The chain of command remains, and Hang is still next in line. As this operation will help humanity immensely, he's willing to become bait. Levi argues that losing him in this gamble would be such a huge blow for humanity that they wouldn't make it if they fail and he perishes. Still, Erwin can't pass up the opportunity to learn the world's secrets for himself, even if it means humanity's downfall. After hearing this, Levi stands down. The scout regiment enjoys a dinner of steak the night before the operation. Everyone starts bickering about their portions, and they had to tie Sasha up too, so she doesn't hog all of the food. Connie remembers that only 4 months had passed since Sasha stole a piece from the officer's storeroom and the colossal titan attacked. Marlowe pleads his case to join the vanguard, but Jean warns he isn't experienced yet. He has to join the rear if he doesn't want to die like the suicidal maniac that is Eren. Eren argues that he's just a normal person who makes Jean look like a coward. The two get into a fist fight, with everyone watching, until Levi puts an end to it. Eren complains to his friends about not stopping the fight, but Armin argues he has regenerative powers. They all sit outside, and Eren encourages his friends to stick together so that they can fight their enemies till the end. The three see a soldier pass by who looked like Hannes and wonder if things will come back as they were once they retake Wal Maria. Armin remembers their dream of exploring the sea and all the wondrous lands outside of the walls. He invites Eren to see it once everything boils over. The next day, the scouts prepare to take back Wal Maria with the citizens cheering them on to reclaim their land. The scouts have never had a warm send out like this. Erwin raises his hand and cheers with them as he declares the start of the operation. The scouts advance to the fields with all their numbers and determination. On the other side, Reiner and Berthold lie in wait,